A little something for the gaming channel. Having a flashback. Got a show paused. Cleaning up the RV, getting things out of here. Got this set out because it was up in a cabinet and I realized this was just out of place and I think I'm going to store it. I used to like incense. It's relaxing. I liked all the different stuff. This has a soapy smell to it. The spiritual stuff. I don't know if this is exactly what I had back when I believe I was 17 years old. I moved out of the house when I was 16 with my stepbrother in a rental house downtown Vancouver. It was actually a really fun place to live. It had grapes growing. It was old house. Had old styled knobs, cabinet doors, things like that. I remember it was just really a nice old house. Creaky, really creaky. Old grungy basement, kind of creepy. That's where I lived. That's where I put my bedroom. I think I had a bunk bed. Yeah, I had a bunk bed at the time. I just slept underneath it. In the top I used to keep I think I still had a mattress for the top and I would just randomly sleep up there. So anyway, got out of the house at 16. Around 17 I moved in with a friend. Yeah, no, I would have been 17. Wasn't 18 yet. So that was where I got to experience the Xbox, the original Xbox. That's what he had, my buddy. He had the Xbox. Oh, he opened it, the world. I was a PlayStation guy. I was PlayStation 1, then I got PlayStation 2. I think PlayStation 1 was the first console I bought brand new from a store. The Sega Saturn I bought from my stepbrother. PlayStation 1 from Toys R Us. I bought it from Toys R Us. That was a good memory. Going there and just, I got the ticket. I remember I had to go get a ticket and do something with the ticket to get the thing out of the, I don't know. But I remember just being so happy to get it. But anyway, these are bringing back memories to Morrowind, Elder Scrolls, Xbox original, and that opens up all these other memories of gaming that I love. So I'm happy to share it with you. A little something to add to the gaming channel, a vlog. I haven't done these really too much yet. Oh, and I get a flashback every time. I love that. Smells with really vivid memories for me to get really connected. And this isn't that old of a package, but it must have been the same stuff or very similar. Kind of soapy. I'm gonna package it away with the Nag Champ, but like I said, I'm not really into it anymore. At some point, it will be when I have my own property, but in the RV, it just stinks it up really quick. There's no room for it. And I do like it. It's just relaxing. I like meditation. I like kind of learning more about how to relax a little bit more. I'm always wound up, and it's very hard to slow down and speak a little more properly, even slow my speech down and think. That's hard to do. I'd rather just kind of roll. That's my speech is bad because I jam through my sentences a little too quick. That's how my brain works. I just talk too fast and I don't slow down and pronunciate like I should. Take my time with words and be a little more clear for you guys. I'm sorry. It's very hard to slow down like this. Ouch. It hurts my brain. Oh, I keep smelling it. Morrowind. Oh, this smell is so attached to that game. I cannot help but remember that Xbox up on a cabinet. I think it was, yeah, up with the old boob tube. That's kind of why this is here. It looked probably very similar to that. Up on that cabinet, and the Xbox was sitting beside it. The old original Xbox. I remember just being in love with it. That X and the black box with the green symbol. Bright green is pretty. I'm a big. I took art in high school. Took it twice. So I'm a big fan of colors and color combinations and just, I don't know. Just a good looking box. Good looking console. But it took me away from PlayStation, and part of me feels a little sorry for that. And not that I haven't always been a multi-console gamer anyway. I had my Sega Saturn, I had a PlayStation, and then I got into the Xbox, so I just couldn't afford it. So PlayStation kind of phased out for me. I still got to play it rarely at friends or people I knew. But yeah, everybody was into Xbox, and I rolled into the Xbox 360 the next when they put that out. But that's because it was Halo. Man, some of the games were just, that was there first for me. And then Fallout 3, so I don't regret it at all, especially for Fallout 3. Oh, getting carried away from the main story. I just wanted to talk about Morrowind. I remember that sound at the beginning of that game and how adventurous it was and all the different quests you could do. What a great game. And I was living in an office at the time. That's why I kind of trailed into where I was living when I got out of the house at 16. So around 17, I went into this office complex. My buddy's dad was a tax attorney or tax guy. He just did taxes, and he had an office, and he let us stay in one of the rooms, one of the empty rooms, and we lived in there. We split it down the middle, me and my buddy. We shared the Xbox and the games, and you know, he was also he was probably my oldest friend from second grade. I knew him from. He introduced me to N64, Mario. A lot of real older games too, like the Tandy 1000. I played that. The first time I ever played a Tandy 1000 was at his place. I got that stored away here in my closet. We'll get that out another time. Beautiful machine. I got some. Well, I got a game for it. I used to have a bunch of games for the IBM, or what is that referred to as? Those games, those older. I think it's just IBM, isn't it? Anyway, comment below. Feel free to chime in. Just the smell sparked this whole video. Having a good time, cleaning up the RV, getting things put away, working on it as well. Always working on it. Always things to get done. But Morrowind, oh, I'm glad to say that I've never beaten that game. So I'm definitely gonna go back. I'm gonna play it with you guys. Such a big game too. I might even live stream it. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I like the idea of editing, so I can clean it up, keep it as short as possible, really bring to you just all the good parts of the game. But we'll see. There's a lot of other games too that would be better live streaming, like Black Ops. I would love to go back and play the original Black Ops 2 as well, and Black Ops 2. Memories. Games. I love games. What a good time I had in that office complex. I remember cooking cheap hot dogs in the microwave that was down the hall. There's a water dispenser. We were living in such a weird situation there. I've been in a few strange situations. I could get into this for a long time. But just the gaming part in the office complex, which is fun. So this may even be unedited. So sorry for all the pauses. I guess you'll get to see why I like to edit and not live stream. I trail off pretty good sometimes. I'm just lost in thought. Reminiscing. Morrowind. Gosh, what a great game. Such a good time. And I remember those slot windows too. We had slot windows. The sun would come up just right to glare right in through those. It would just light up the whole room, make it really bright. Wasn't too bad though, because the slot windows would come across and I'd be looking straight at the TV. So I was gaming all day. Good times, really good times. And what do we pay? We paid $50 a month to live in there. It was such a great deal. And then, yeah, eventually somebody said something, and we had to get out of there. But that was a fun time there with the gaming. Great games. That Halo was amazing too. I got really good at that, I must say. Don't like to pat myself on the back, but I was a sharp shooter in that game. I was good jumping, piss everybody off. It's great. I wasn't the best, that's for sure. Holy crap! You get that thing online, and jeez. But yeah, that game was fun. Got to know all the multiplayer maps really good, all the spots you needed, the sweet spots. But Morrowind, I should stick to that because that's what this is all about. 10 minutes. Make sure to look for the GP0 file. I hate this fucking camera. It changes the file name to GOPR to GP0, so it switches to, so the next, they make them only 10 minutes long. I need to change that. I think I can make them longer. But the next file is GP0, and I have to go, and it doesn't combine right when I add them all into the editing. So anyway, reminder to self to look for the GP0 file. Put it in order. Oh, Morrowind in the office. Buddy. Drama shit. I don't talk to him anymore too much. For a while now. Since 2011. But yeah. Don't roommate with your friends. You guys. Oh my god. Don't roommate with anybody ever. Live in an RV. Then you can always move. My god, what fun I've had with games and books. Books and games are almost the same to me. Both with their own great, they're both incredibly adventurous. Books can paint some real visuals in my mind, but the Game Effects world just has no comparison. The gaming world. I remember I have Myst, the original Myst, popping into my head now from PC. Gosh, that was fun. I played demo on Sega Saturn. I was not interested at first at all either until I got the PC version and played it from start. My stepbrother helped get me into that, watching him play, and I got the point of it. Like, oh, okay, puzzles. So it's not like shoot 'em up. I was used to action games and fun games. And anyway, Myst, that was fun. That was a fun adventure, storyline. All the great games have a storyline to them, or some kind of, Oh, Morrowind, you play all different sorts of characters, and the beginning part. Such a great memory, that whole combo of The Office, Morrowind, the sunshiny windows with a bright, shiny video game world, kind of in the area where you started right off the boat as the your new release or released prisoner back in the world, and you had all these choices to make. Oh, what a great game! I cannot wait to play that again. I played all the games for my Xbox 360, so I was in the middle of Borderlands, the story one, Telltale's version. I forget what that's called. Borderlands, Telltale series. I forget. It's by Telltales, that's a really good game, but freaking Microsoft took it off of Xbox Live, so I can't download it. And the only way to get it now is with the disc, so I ordered the disc, and now my Xbox is too old to play it. It gets into the videos, and it's like really choppy. It's like, it's how my PC acts when I play a game that's too much for it. So I gotta upgrade my 360. So that's alright. I can put that game off, take a long break from the 360, and get ready for my retro games. Kind of downgrade. It's not really downgrading. There's so many great games that are still being made that are pixelated and kind of old school. There's even a guy remaking floppy disk games. Like, what? 8-bit, what's his channel name? 8-bit guy or something like that. He makes freaking floppy games. The old piece, like, that is amazing. What a great world we live in, you guys. Seriously. Awesome, awesome times. Games. And just, I'd like to learn more about coding and writing software too. Further my education. Working up to that. So much to get done here first. I want a stable house. Wherever I'm living, it needs to be stable. Right now, I'm not sure what's happening. So I'm just working on it. So I think that's about it. Just a quick, long rambling vlog. Let's see here, 15 minutes. So that's 25 minutes of vlogging. I think I should cut it off here pretty soon. Morrowind, living in an office. Which is strange when all the customers started coming too, and the place kind of got busy because there were other businesses there too. So yeah, we had like the bottom back office, and gosh, this reminds me of the hallway too somehow. Strange, so strange. Such a vivid memory mix of that Morrowind game, and the office, the windows, and the sitting, and the hot dogs, those cheap hot dogs, and going to the microwave and cooking them. Coming back, and I had a cabinet. And my bunk bed was there too. It came with me. I love that bunk bed. Yeah. And then, just that's it. Needed to do that real quick for you for that whole little flashback I had. So thank you very much for watching. If you watch this whole thing, thanks.